Hello, it's dumplet here. Here's an item on algebra. Evaluate the sum below. 1 over 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 over 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way until the last term, 1 over 1 plus 2 plus so on and so forth until 20. So try to get the value of this unusual summation. As usual, pause this video if you'd like to give this item a try. But if you're done, let us dive into the solution. Alright, now a lot of you guys may try to take or try to simplify the denominators first, because there is a nice formula for the denominator. We know that the sum of the first n positive integers, it has a nice value for it, so it has a nice formula for this one, n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Now, yes, this is going to be the thing that we're going to use, but not really to kind of simplify, but to write this summation in terms of another summation that we know what to do. So what we're going to do is use the formula n times n plus 1 divided by 2 in all of these. So starting with the first one, 1 plus 2 plus 3, that's going to be, well, obviously technically 6, but let us try to write it as n times n plus 1 divided by 2. So n times n plus 1 divided by 2. We're going to do the same for the second one, the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. 4 times 5 divided by 2. And then we're going to do this all the way until the final term, 1 over 1 plus 2 plus on and on and on until 20. So 20 times 21 divided by 2. Now take note that we can multiply by 2 in the numerator and the denominator here to cancel the 2's in the denominator to avoid a complex fraction. So this term, the first term becomes 2 divided by 3 times 4. And you guys can see that I can do the same thing to all of the rest of the terms here. So the second one becomes 2 over 4 times 5. And we know that this pattern will just go on until the end. So essentially we have a new summation, 2 over 3 times 4 plus 2 over 4 times 5 plus so on and so forth until 2 over 20 times 21. And this summation is one of those nice telescoping sums because we have a nice pattern in the denominator, so we would expect that those tricks, maybe the decomposition of fractions, splitting the fractions into something else, those are techniques that we'll be using. Now, to help us simplify our calculation, what we're going to do is to factor out the 2. So essentially just try to get the value of whatever is this thing inside. Alright, and here's where the decomposition of fractions will come into play. We will be able to realize that all of these terms, they generally have a format of 1 over n times n plus 1. So all of the denominators, it's in the format 1 over n times n plus 1. And it is very nice that we can decompose it into 1 over n minus 1 over n plus 1. So one of those simple decomposition. So you can just memorize it, or you can always check it or verify it on your own, but that's going to be the strategy here. So the first term, 1 over 3 times 4, is going to become 1/3 minus 1/4 based on the decomposition of the fraction. Next, the 1 over 4 times 5, that's going to become 1/4 minus 1/5. And this pattern will continue until the last term. So the 1 over 20 times 21 is obviously going to be equal to 1 over 20 minus 1 over 21. And this is going to be an easy summation for us because of terms that we can cancel. So the minus 1/4 and the positive 1/4, the minus 1/5, and in the next part there's going to be a 1/5 minus 1/6, so it's going to cancel with the 1/5 here, and on and on and on. And then this 1 over 20 will cancel with the previous term, 1 over 19 minus 1 over 20. So it is expected that everything in the middle, in the ellipsis part over here, they will be cancelled. So what remains is just simply 2 times 1/3 minus 1 over 21. So all we have to do is just figure out this value. So 1/3 minus 1 over 21, well, 1/3 is technically 7 over 21. So whatever is inside is going to be 7 over 21 minus 1 over 21. So that's going to be 6 over 21. And the lowest term, that's going to be 2/7. So 2 times 2/7 we'll be reaching the final answer of 4/7. Hopefully you guys learned something new from this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!